Ever since 2016, Hitman has been one of my most favorite games, and throughout the years the game has captivatingly improved, in a sense of making the in-game experience better rather than changing or updating it. And after years of working, the new Hitman 3 is something that can be referred to as perfect. Not in a way of graphics or any fancy deals, but in a way that it provides the best Hitman experience yet. So this is my review of Hitman 3, let's get into it. So Hitman 3 is the last game in the world of Assassination trilogy, which started with 2016's Hitman Reboot. So if you're not afraid, it's a sandbox stealth action game where players head to a variety of open-ended locations and take on assassination missions. Players once again take on the role of Agent 47, a ruthless killer with a barcode on the occipital region who travels around the world carrying out hits. Hitman 3 this time starts off with 6 impressively big and detailed maps. Now 6 maps sounds a bit smaller in quantity, but this is how things go in this trinity. Levels are designed mostly to be played a few times, at least 3 to 4 times in a different course of action. I will get to that pretty soon. Now the maps this time are a bit more polished than the previous two series. The story is not something astounding, but it works well balanced with everything around. So the game starts off with parachuting on the tallest building in the world in Dubai, and so things get going on sweet in the height. Then the following map redirects to a manor in UK where a notable mission is done in a disguise of a detective. And things then fly off to Berlin, Germany, where you get to hunt down your opponents down in a chock-full 24/7 nightclub, and then to China with all kinds of distinctive neon lighting giving a cyberpunk vibe throughout the journey, and then straight to Argentina in a vineyard that strikes me that the game is not open world, and then to the finale in Romania where it has been a playable location in some of the earliest Hitman titles, so it looks like Hitman 3 is bringing back things full circle. So the level designs are what that makes Hitman actually Hitman, and I'm really a big fan of it. So the levels are designed in a way with tons of different courses of action, and it's just too impossible to get them all in one play, or even a couple. It's just their way of flexing their ability to change the pace of the game with decision, and its replays are more often like playing in a different formation in the same team, if this actually does make sense. So the game also got some new stuffs all around, like the game introduces a new camera that can open locks and analyze performance with the return of post-mission playstyles that are awarded based on how you complete missions. And also on next-gen consoles, Hitman 3 will support 4K visuals, 60 FPS, HDR, and faster loading times. As I mentioned earlier that the story this time is a bit better than previous versions, well that's quite true in all of the situations, but cutscenes are a bit weaker, as most of the time it's Diana and Agent 47, as either way new characters have less involvement in cutscenes, and some of the killing decisions have the same consequence, like while you sabotage someone from the back, the body is most of the time hidden in a cupboard or something likely, but this is what I got all over the game, and it's obviously not what goes always, but though sometimes. Also worth noting that there is a pretty good VR version, which is to date exclusive to PSVR only, but there is a good chance that this will also be available on PC soon. And also players who have owned the previous versions of the trilogy can bring their maps and progress over to Hitman 3 absolutely free, which is again another very good deal for players who have been old to this series. And also worth noting that the game is dropping over at $59.99 for all the platforms lined over the screen, and also you can get the deluxe edition for some additional bucks. So yet again this is a should you buy, quite a bit of practicality and my own thoughts over the game. What do you think about Hitman 3 and which is your favorite Hitman game so far? Comment me down below, and it would be my game point if you drop a like and a sub for more recent game reviews and gaming stuff. So thank you for watching, and until next time, peace.